Yo, what's the deal? So right now I have some lamb chops here, some ribs, St. Louis cut or whatever the case may be, and some of the tips up here, and some of the little scribbles of the tips that I cut off these ribs here. So I do have the coals centered in the middle. I threw a little chunk on there. I'm using hickory. I do have a little hickory wood right there. So I put I got a little chunk on there, and I'm just gonna go probably one chunk at a time. I've been having it open. So it's just me right now. I'm using a Grand Champ Char Griller XD, and the wind is blowing out here in Chicago, but I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down right now. The reason why I'm trying this out, right? Before I move over to the smoke box for my next cook next week. But with the coals, my fuel in the center of the grill and cooking inside the chamber, it should give me a decent little like a decent little semi-depth of space where I could just move back and forth. The top rack, I could move all the way around and use the middle of that rack in case I really want to sear for a little while. And that's where I'm at with that situation. I could have went full off, like indirect, but I wanted to kind of like be indirect in the middle, like, so I can go from left to right at the bottom on the main grate. So let me show you. So, because I'm losing. So I can go left to right on the main grate, and then just shuffle all the way across the board, right? Just shuffle all the way across the board. So I want that center heat right there, and I'm gonna see how that works out for me. Okay, so I'll be back. Everything's been on for about 15 minutes. I got everything seared the way I wanted it to be seared, and now it's just to let it roll. All right, so I'll be back. Okay. Yo, I'm back. I'm sitting at about 300, 310, 315 right now. And at first I was wide open, right? I was wide open. So I'm a beginner. Don't forget that. But the most important thing for me is just trying to get to manage the fire, right? Fire management, manage the fire, however you want to say it. I guess it goes, it's the same thing. So I did add some more fuel in there, because I was way up there around the 400, 450s. But if you let it cool down and stuff like that, you get the chance to see where you want to be at. I was wide open, right? So I had to choke it down just to get to where I was trying to be. You know what I'm saying? It's cold out here. We got snow and everything else. So, and like I said, now we can see the boning. We boning out, right? It's been about 40 minutes, about an hour. It's been about an hour, and now I'm at the point where I got a nice cold bed right there. I got a chunk of hickory. First time using that. As you can see, you can tell that I am a direct grill type of guy. I'm trying to I'm working my way over here to the smoke box, as you can see. But it's cold, and I'm getting different types of stuff. And like I said, I'm being a beginner, so it is what it is. So, but we looking good, right? We looking good. I've been getting the sear and things like that on the chops. I can go up, I can go down. That's why this middle fire is giving me. Now I can raise these up and just chill. The middle fire is giving me the depth and the versatility. Give me a chance to move everything around and kind of like distribute the heat kind of evenly, right? You can see on these ribs, these bones are starting to bone. They're starting to pop out. You know what I'm saying? They're starting to pop out. So I like where we at right now. I got some apple cider vinegar, apple cider, and I have some water in here, and I'm spritzing. Gonna get to a part where I'm going to wrap these up. You feel me? Wrap everything up and then let it roll. But for right now, I think I got a little bit more time. I'm gonna throw some brats on here, but I really like the cold bed that I developed. That's cool, and being able to manage it is even cooler, right? So I do got a little fire in there. Not too much scared of that. You know what I'm saying? All I'll do is kind of like shut it down a little bit, see what it does. That is a piece of wood, so I have to I gotta learn that. You know what I'm saying? So that wood probably should go down, and I'll get back to you guys in a minute before they go through the wrapping process, right? But I want the temperatures to come down. I need the temperatures to come down from 300. I'm just gonna let it come down slowly and just let it roll. I'm just gonna let it come down slowly, right? And then once I get that temperature down to about 275, 275, and just roll with it like that, right? I got the damper set where I want it to be, the smokestack set where I want it to be, and then I could just add a little fuel in there little by little. I'll be back, man. I'll be back. Yo, so you see where I'm at right now. This is 30 minutes later, 30 minutes later. I'm at that 275. I say that's it. That's where I want it to be at, right? And, that's where my stack is at. I had it, just trying to control the fire like I was saying, right? So what I'm getting ready to do now is crack this bad boy, and then I'm going to tell you right now. Let's do it. Boom. Okay, so bang. What I'm getting ready to do now is spare rib wrap, right? Wrap these. 2 of these, I'm gonna wrap them in butter, brown sugar, and some sauce. No, butter, brown sugar, these two, butter, jerk seasoning, okay? These tips and things like that, I'm getting ready to play with these, right? Over the direct fire. I need them to get there. So I'm about to cook these direct fire. The chops, they working, right? So one of these chops, I'm gonna cut them, these lamb chops, one of these lamb chops, I'm gonna cut them individually and sear them right here. The other one, I'm just gonna let it roll till I can't let it roll no more, right? But when I get ready to cut into this one, because I'm gonna sear some of these. Some people don't like them super red, so I'm going to cut into this one here. It has a little jerk, as you can see the jerk texture on there. I'm gonna cut into this one and see what I'm working with, right? So I will do a YouTube short to show you guys where I'm at with this situation. Of course, it's a snack. I ate the rest of the snacks, as y'all can see, and then the tips. The tips are sitting there. So the tips, I'm about to get busy right here on this grill, right here in this spot. I'm about to flip them just like this. Yeah, this one here, as you can see, he needs it. Boom, he's going there. It's getting ready to be the flipping show, right? The Jesse White tumbling show. Okay, so that's what's getting ready to happen with that one. Okay, actually, I'm gonna put all these up there for a second. Right now, all these right there, right now. Until, like those tips, that's 4 tips, 1, 2, 3, 4 spare ribs, right? Until I come back, and I'm going to wrap these up, and I will give you guys a YouTube short so you can see what they look like when they get done. And then I'm going to hit these brats, right? And put these brats on there after I get, in the midst of searing these joints right here, right? But at the end of the day, once I got that temperature the way I wanted it, all I wanted to do was chunk it up for the rest of the way, right? So I wanted both different actions on the meat, right? So that chunk right there, nice cold bed in there, and then just keep going chunks, maybe a couple chunks, maybe a couple coals, and maintaining that heat. That 275 was right where I was at, wanting to be. Now I'm getting ready to roll these out directly over the coals, get these ready so they can get sauced up. The tips can get sauced up. Then, like I said, these here, getting ready to cut these down. And then we got a snack right here. I'm going in there with this snack real quick, and then we're gonna do it up. So since I'm gonna bring these up to temperature one more time, spritz them one more time. Go in there, get my foil ready. Get my foil ready. Spritz these up one more time, get my foil ready. And actually turn these over. Bam, right? Meat down. Turn these over, because these are from afar. We slow rolling right now. These are jerk, right? We slow rolling right now. Spritz them from the back. Once I cut into them bad boys, then we'll see what they'll do, right? So I'll be back. I'm just gonna end it right here, right? Because this is the end of the road. I will give you guys that YouTube short, and you guys can, I will link it to this video so you can check out the YouTube short. At the end, boom, you click it shoot you back to the video, whatever you want to do, okay? Whatever you want to do. All right, man, this is another episode from me, guys. Peace out, man. Peace. Okay, so right now, as you see, I'm cutting up rib tips real quick here. You know, I'm cutting rib tips up. I'm tossing them into the pan. These definitely come out the grill. And this is probably the last one I got. I can cut straight through it. Nice fat piece too. Juicy. See the good juicy. And I will just go straight through these here. I'll go through these. Cut these. Ooh, they hot. Go straight through these. Chicago style rib tips, okay? Cut through that gristle. Bang, right? Nice, juicy. Y'all see it. Then what I'll do, I'll just position them just like this, and I'll come right down the middle. Soft, buttery, smooth. Chicago style rib tips. Throw them into the pan. These will get sauced up. Just like that. Okay, yeah, and now I got these ribs. Now, I did not let the rib tips rest. I didn't let them rest. And I didn't let these rest either, right? But this is St. Louis style cut. And, you know, it is what it is with this situation. Very, very hot, piping hot. I will flip them, and you see that's what we're working with. Now, I wrap these up, and I only put a little brown sugar, butter, and sprinkled a little bit of water in there. Just to get the brown sugar going. But that's all I did. You can see the bones popping. You can see the bones popping. You know, this one here wants to come out, but we ain't gonna do that right now. I'm definitely gonna let them rest. What I'm gonna do is sauce it up. It's cold outside. The game's getting ready to come on soon. I'm probably just gonna sauce it up. I have 4 slabs. I'm probably gonna sauce up 1 or maybe 2. But this is one of the ones that didn't have any jerk on it. So I'm probably gonna sauce this up and just let it sit, right? Maybe let it sit in the oven for about 15 minutes. How about that? Because I am cold, right? And it's Chicago and it's freezing outside. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. This is the end of the cook. Peace out. Got them all in bones, of course. Roughly at least 40 bones here. Juicy. No sauce on them yet. You can see the juice gushing up out of there, so they're not dry. If you're looking with that, trying to see what that is, that's the butter and the brown sugar from the wrap. So you know what that do already. These haven't been sauced, okay? Peace out.